In the summer of 1858, the world's most powerful city was brought to a standstill, not by war, rebellion, or fire, but by a smell coming through Parliament's windows. Above ground, Victorian London looked like the capital of an empire. Below it, the city's waste traveled through an outdated maze of drains, pits, and poorly connected sewers. London's population had exploded during the 19th century. New neighborhoods appeared faster than the infrastructure required to support them. The city grew upward and outward, but sanitation fell behind. Many drains carried waste directly toward the Thames. The same river that received London's pollution also remained connected to the water used by much of the population. Then came the hot summer of 1858. The water level dropped, the river moved slowly, and years of pollution were exposed beneath the sun. London's famous river became impossible to ignore. Newspapers described an unbearable atmosphere around the Thames. Businesses struggled, residents complained, and traveling near the river became a test of endurance. For years, government had discussed London's sanitation problem without producing a solution large enough to match it. But debate became more urgent when the crisis entered the politicians' own workplace. Curtains near the river were treated with chloride of lime in an attempt to block the odor. It was an impressive defense, if London's problem had been a badly behaved curtain. Some considered moving parliamentary business away from Westminster. The public had endured the problem for years. Parliament required only one terrible summer beside the Thames to discover urgency. Many Victorians believed diseases such as cholera were spread mainly through poisonous air, a theory known as miasma. The smell terrified them, but smell was not the greatest danger. Contaminated water carried the more serious threat. A river could look familiar, and water could appear clear, while still transporting disease through entire neighborhoods. For years earlier, physician John Snow had connected a major cholera outbreak to a contaminated water pump. His work challenged accepted beliefs, but changing an entire city required political force. That force arrived through Joseph Bazalgette, chief engineer of the Metropolitan Board of Works. He was developing a plan large enough to intercept London's waste before it entered the central Thames. Instead of rebuilding every drain independently, Bazalgette designed massive intercepting sewers. They collected flows from existing systems and carried them away from the crowded center. The project demanded miles of underground tunnels, millions of bricks, pumping stations, and years of construction beneath one of the busiest cities on Earth. Bazalgette planned for more than London's immediate needs. He increased the system's capacity, anticipating that the city would continue growing. That decision helped the network survive far beyond his generation. Powerful pumping stations helped move waste through the new system toward discharge points farther downstream. The Thames beside central London gradually began to recover. The work also reshaped London above ground. River embankments created new roads and public spaces while hiding major sewer lines, transport infrastructure, and utilities beneath them. The Great Stink did not create London's sanitation problem or solve it instantly. What it did was make delay politically impossible. Once the crisis reached power, years of hesitation became action. London was transformed not because its leaders suddenly discovered the problem, but because they could no longer escape it. Sometimes history changes only when neglect becomes impossible to ignore. This is Beyond Untold Story.